Okay, let me check in with the City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. This is A Better New York is in Sight, which is it's chapter 9 of the novel, and it is all about Brooklyn and her art gallery, where she's found this unknown artist, and she's like a graffiti artist, and they've got pictures of this person's work. He thinks it's a he, and she's planning to do a kind of a show on them. We don't know him or her yet on them, but it's what she's going to do is do a show, and hopefully the artist will contact her. If that happens, that'll be awesome. Meanwhile, what has happened is that the racist man bun dudes, white man bun dudes, who we're making. This is the continuation of pizza dough. There they are, resting for 2 hours. The man bun dudes have unleashed a Twitter fury storm on them, and unfortunately, have doxed them and done all that horrible shit that indeed happens. And this is another good case of N.K. Jemisin making her fantasy world, tying it into the real world. And so they are basically on major lockdown. They mount their own kind of counter media storm to try and kind of counter the stuff, because one of the board members contacts Bronca and says, what's happened is this major donor wants to give them lots of money, but she has one condition. And indeed, she shows up, and it's another manifestation of this creature, as Mrs. White. And it's like $23 million, but you have to show some of these evil man bun, these racist man buns work. Just 3. Oh, and you also have to withdraw that artist, this graffiti artist that you have. It's like, well, why do you want to do that? It's like, I just don't like the work. It's like, yes, of course you don't, because it's actually a kind of a better manifestation of the city, and indeed in one work seems to show the avatar of New York, this young black guy, sleeping on newspapers again in a subway station. And it's through these sections that she realizes that, he's wounded. This avatar of New York, he's wounded, and we have to get together to help heal him. That's what's going on. That's not only finding him, but to heal him. So this Miss White, makes this offer. She tells her to fuck off. Bronca gets a call from a sympathetic board member who says, if you don't accept the money, we'll fire you. So you should accept it. That way you'll have lots of money. You'll be able to run the thing, and thing. But if you don't, we'll just hire someone who will do what the board says it wants to do, and they won't be there. You won't be there to fight for your people. And it's like, fuck. But they unleash the media storm, and Bronca's job is safe. They don't have to take the money. At which point, she stays there that night because she's been doxxed by the assholes. See, look at that nice droopy, nice loose dough. She stays there that night, but she hears noises. She goes down, which I think is the basement, and she finds art, and the art of this graffiti artist that they've taken pictures of, his art defaced. They find Mrs. White and 3 or 4 of the little man bun dudes, including the leader and a couple of the others, there, just and threatening her. And she brings it, and is able to purge the space, Brooklyn, of her infection. But the Miss White this time says, yes, I'm not from this dimension, and indeed from the dimension I'm I'm just like a little, barely above a child, but I'm also well above your capacities at all. But she's able to purge her and get her out, and she's really drained, and she goes to her office. And at which point, knock on the door, and who is it? But it's Brooklyn, Manny, and Queens come to see her, and she's like, "What the fuck do you guys want?" But she knows, like, they're elated to see her, and she knows that, okay, now we got the gang together. Next chapter, which I listened to just a teeny little bit of, is back to Staten Island. A Statley or something, I can't remember what her name is, up on the rooftop. Getting over that allergic, quote, reaction that she had, which was that creature infesting her, which I guess we'll see exactly how much she has infested her, how much she's worth thing. The creature actually managed to touch the Bronx in the guise of this woman from this wealthy foundation, which it's also a good thing of, like, you know, N.K. Jemisin saying, like, oh, these arts foundations where you have all these rich white people who want to dictate what art gets made and what art gets seen. Another way that I can see, it's like, oh, okay, you've grounded it for me again, of like this because it's definitely a very public fight at the moment of whose art gets seen. You know, that rich middle class dudes maybe get preferential treatment. White dudes get preferential treatment in this kind of a world, which is like, it's not the fantasy world, but is indeed right here, right now. So yeah, I'm more enjoying the city we became as we go along, and more and more of these parallels are given. More videos later.